versus equipment rentals, equipment rentals. So it's just surfacing.
Okay. Recording? Okay, welcome Mount Vernon. My name is Caitlin Gleason. I am acting mayor this week. Today is, what is today? August 20th, 2024. Welcome to the Board of Estimate and Contract meeting. Madam Clerk, would you like to proceed, please?
Thank you, Acting Mayor Gleason. I'll have a roll call. Roll call, Controller Martin.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm here. I am here. I am remote, in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Thank you. Acting President Brown. Here. Acting Mayor Gleason.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, so today on, actually, I should look at the agenda, right? So we have a request for qualifications and we have two bids. Sorry?
I read the notice.
Okay, go ahead.
So on today's meeting, we have, like Acting Mayor said, this is the Board of Estimate and Contract meeting. At the top of the meeting, we will review and open, if possible, a request for qualification for sustainability consultant for projects under $35,000. And in addition, we have two bids, which the first one is resurfacing the streets. The second is construction equipment rentals.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so upon review of the bid advertisement, the one for resurfacing of various streets in the city of Mount Vernon was advertised in the Journal News, also on BidNet on July 29th, 2024. The closing was on April 16th.
It's August.
August 16th, 2024 at 2 p.m.
What day was it advertised in the Journal News?
29.
July 29th.
July 29th. And how many times does it have to be advertised, the bid itself?
Twice.
And how many times was it advertised?
Once.
Okay, so this did not meet the public notice requirement. Corporation Counsel? I've never been in a situation like this before when it came to a bid personally in construction. So I need some guidance here as to, I don't think we're able to open these bids.
If it doesn't legally comply, I would.
Who, can I ask a question? Who put the ad in the newspaper?
You said this question.
He's
Who
asking,
who put the notice in the newspaper?
I did.
That's Keith Eversley, in case you can't see his finger.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can recognize the voice though. So you put it in and you, okay, so the procurement office put it in
Yes.
and put it in for one notice and not two?
Yes, I was not aware of the requirement. I apologize.
Okay, when do we abandon the process of that the city clerk puts in all public notices?
when did we abandon, what did he say?
When did we abandon the process of the city clerk putting all notices in?
All public notices in, because isn't that usually
Well,
what happens?
in all public notices, that like the land use boards have a secretary. And I would imagine because we have a procurement manager now, and we didn't have one in the past, I would imagine that's when the transfer happened. But I'll allow the city clerk to add additional comment if there are any.
So you're correct, Acting President Brown. The Land Use Board does put in their, and the URA does put in their advertisement. We do for others. We used to for DPW, so I'm not sure when the transition happened. We can,
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure when the transition happened either. But what I am sure of is that that transition has caused major problems with the city being able to put in public notices. Because as a result, what has happened is that those accounts with our official newspaper has gotten frozen. And I believe that this is an error that was from a previous clerk who decided to give the access to that information for public notices to other departments for them to put them in. I understand URA. URA is separate, but I think that we're going to have to go back to the process where all public notices probably should be submitted by the city clerk for several reasons. One, we need to centralize it, and two, it helps us to make sure that one, it's properly noticed, and two, that we also have the official records. The city clerk is the official record keeper. And if the city clerk does not know that a department, like in this case, is putting it in, then we don't have an official record for it. Just saying. But in this particular case, yeah, it's not legally noticed, so we probably should just let it go back out. But I think that we should make sure we put a system in for it to go through the city clerk's office from now on. All public notices like that. I mean, you can talk about planning board, I guess, and then maybe that's an anomaly. But outside of that, all of the departments should be going through the city clerk's office.
I would be interested in seeing how other municipalities are doing it, right? So that we can just compare and make sure. But I think one of the issues is the lack of training is, right? It's a problem. If we're going to transition from one person to the other, we have to make sure that everybody's trained, that we know the laws, et cetera, that we're consulting with Corporation Counsel to make sure we get it down pat. Because this is actually going to hurt us, right? Have to go back out. There's not another Board of Estimates meeting until September
17th.
and this also delays the resurfacing, the paving it forward. I'm gonna recognize Commissioner Bush to come to the table.
Yeah, this, recap on the entire process. I've been with the city for 15 years now, as well as Curtis Woods. In terms of the actual bidding process, so Joel Moore's point is correct. In terms of preparing the bids, the procurement officer works with the departments to prepare the scope of work, prepares the actual bids. In terms of the public and advertising part and releasing it, it's always been through the clerk's office. So we actually did have a meeting a few weeks ago to kind of lay out the entire process. Because I had the same question before too. So there's a lot of different parts moving right now, and journal news accounts being frozen, too much. There should be one sole location, which is always the clerk's office in terms of publicizing. But I will state that if we do not get this open today and push it out another month, we're not going to be able to pay the seat. Definitely consider that right. It's not that. Because the blanks closed in late October, so we're kind of behind.
And I mean, let me just say, I mean, and the reason why I threw that out there was because we did have this discussion before about centralizing the public notice piece of it. I agree with Councilwoman Brown that, yeah, we could look at other municipalities and see how they are doing it, but we know our city. And truth be told, official record keeping around in our city has not been very, very good. And I think that we should make sure that we centralize it in the clerk's office so that they have the official records. Because otherwise what happens is council goes looking for notices and they can't find them because we've decentralized this process, right? In it. Now, everything up to that point of just putting the notice in is the department's responsibility, preparing the bid, getting it all done, all of that other stuff. But at the end of the day, the submission of the public notice, I believe, should be that the clerk puts them in so that at least we know that it officially was put in and it was officially put in correctly. That's my point, because to Council Brown's point, we waste time by not having that done correctly.
If I can be heard, I agree wholeheartedly with our controller. This is a conversation that we've been having back and forth. And one of the reasons we had this conversation back and forth is because there ended up being 6 or 7 different accounts with the Journal News. And when people would try and submit, we would not be able to submit. And on things that were really time sensitive. And then we had to track down which account hadn't paid and who did it, right? And so months ago, it was agreed that everything would go through the city clerk's office. And even from my office. So even when I'm doing public law, local law notifications and notifications around budget, my office prepares it and then it's sent down to the city clerk, right? So right now we have paving, we have money also from HUD that we have to spend on paving. It is time sensitive. And if we do not spend it, we lose it, right? So, I don't know how this is going to be rectified in this day, but, especially when it comes to paving, we have to move forward. We have a lot of paving that we need to do. We had extended the old paving contract, and then we knew we had to go out for a new paving contract. And I believe we do have 3 bids, and it was noticed in the Journal News. We're saying it may not have been noticed the second time. So since I'm not, I'm just on the question person today, I don't have any official vote today, but I wanted to bring that to account.
What's the time frame for the notice?
It was July 31st. One was July 31st.
Now, how long would it take us to get a notice in the paper?
Oh, is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am. See, that's why I keep Councilwoman Brown around. To translate the Darren speak.
Right, so it depends on we have to submit it before 12 noon to get it on to the next day.
All right. No, I'm just saying, so let's try to make sure we realize that we don't want to be in violation, right? So at the point, to the mayor's point, we got to try to get this done. I think that the quickest second notice in for it, and then turn it around and we're gonna have to call a special board of estimates meeting.
So I'm looking to Corporation Council for guidance here. Are we able to do that? And then we hold on to the bids and extend the date, or how does this
No, we
work?
don't need to extend the date. It's already been noticed once. We just
Right.
need to comply
Put
with
it-
the second notice.
notice. And then we'll open.
We have a special meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah.
saying that we're going to advertise?
Sustainability consultant?
No, not to sign off.
Is the,
Since we've already missed the 12 noon deadline for today, are we saying we're going to try and make the 12 noon deadline for tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Noticed in the paper, and we can put it out until Monday?
5
5 days.
5 days.
I think it's 5 business days.
5 calendar days or 5 business days?
I think it's
I
5.
think about it. What was the close off date in the bid?
August
16th.
16th.
Friday, last Friday.
Oh, I take back everything I said. Oh, man. Yeah, I take it back. I apologize.
Should we,
Yes.
take our bids back and resubmit them if you're gonna be advertising and then have all the exchange?
No. So what you should do is probably write a letter to anybody who submitted a bid, tell them the bids were not open, and tell them the new date on when the bids will be open. I wouldn't give them back. They're not open.
Right.
We're just changing the open date
Sealed
here
right
now.
now.
It's still
Right.
sealed.
Mhm.
And then, we'll make you aware of the new date. The only thing different is that additional people can now put it. Yeah. That's it.
So you'll put them in until the 23rd, 5 business days? What's the closing date now?
You have
Until next Tuesday?
night council, do we need to address legislative night council too?
Well, it said, I don't know what it says.
Normally, so what they've done in the past-
Approve to expect, right?
The
They've
27th.
done in the past that they've included bids, like, for example, we just had to give flexibility. I mean, they've included opening and closing dates. Do you remember the letter to council? Did we have an opening and closing date?
The referral letter?
Yeah.
No,
You could go into you could go into Legistar.
It's just a
Yeah, I
request,
don't usually
it's just a
remember
request to go out for bid. It's not, there's no
Yeah,
opening
to
or
approve the
closing.
spec, it's usually just approve
Pardon
the
me?
specs, it's usually not that big.
The 25th is the early, 28th?
But can you just confirm, because I know we had an amendment letter requesting that they amend the RFP date at the last council meeting. So I just want to make sure that this one didn't include a closing date.
Okay.
Let's do that right now.
Special BOE for,
The number? The number? The number of the resolution?
Oh, was it on this last one? that we
Yeah,
did?
it's on this last.
No,
no,
the.
Yeah.
And
So-
Commissioner Bush, if you can connect with Sylvia Bolivar, as she does have a list of MWBEs. And if you have a list, if we could just push it out on email, as well as make a thing to put it on our social media and a banner to put it on the website.
Yeah.
To make sure that people are directed to BidNet, or they know that they can do this online. And bring it to, because you could still bring it to the bids to the clerk's office, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
they can bring it to the clerk's office.
so you can go online or you could bring it to the clerk's office.
Right.
I mean, I don't think the Journal News has more than 25,000 subscriptions any longer. And most of those are not in Mount Vernon, but it is still our paper record. But I don't think many people look at it. But it's not a big subscription base. And it's definitely not a big subscription base in Mount Vernon.
Okay. Request for qualifications.
Okay, so the request for qualification, do you have the printout for that?
Have, excuse me. You know. So I have to bid the plan August 1st,
Okay,
ended August 16th.
okay.
I will have 3.
Okay, request for qualification, sustainability consultant for projects under $35,000. This was confirmed notification on BidNet. However, we do not have confirmation that it was noticed on, in the Journal News. So this will be the same as.
Okay, so the requirement for a request for qualifications needs 2 noticing.
On all notification on Journal News.
Okay. Okay, so
I should say.
we could put that, the same thing and advertise.
We can do all 3.
Okay. Okay. Moving on.
And decide on the date for a special.
I think we said August 28th is the earliest. we can do it.
Be the 27th or the 28th?
22nd.
Gotcha. So, if we do a special, if we could do it the morning of the 29th,
That's
because I have a bunch of stuff that day, so I'll just put it all in there.
Controller Morton, Madam Mayor, are you okay with August 29th? In the
I
morning?
am,
In the morning, ma'am,
What time? in the
that's
morning?
fine.
I don't care. I'll be open at 9 o'clock's fine.
9 is fine.
Yeah.
Is 9 o'clock good for both of you?
I'll
On
make it-
August 29th.
Are you good, Controller?
What time on the 29th?
9 a.m.
Okay, it shouldn't take long. I have at 9:30.
Well, I can do 8:30. You want to do 8:30?
8:30, 9:30 is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 items.
I'm flexible.
So,
That's-
in the future.
9 o'clock or 8:30? Hold on. 9 o'clock or 8:30?
It doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, as long as, I just
All right.
have with the school district at 9:30.
Okay, let's do 8:30 then, just in case.
Okay.
8:30, August 20th.
August 29th at
Special
eight
Board of
thirty AM. Special.
So next time, we'll just confirm that we've met all the notice requirements before we provide them on the agenda.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have a question because I'm a little unfamiliar myself. When it comes to things like the bids and the request for qualifications, do you guys review that before you get to this meeting? Like, do you have a meeting prior to this that,
No, so there's communication
okay,
between Keith and Kelly,
okay,
but just to review the packages that come in,
okay,
not the notice itself.
okay. So
Okay,
maybe let's put that into process.
okay.
Okay, because that wouldn't make any sense to me, because would Kelly know what has to?
But going forward, we're moving from him doing the.
All right, you're gonna be noticing it,
So we should.
but wouldn't you both wanna know, make sure everything was together?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so why don't we have a pre-meeting, maybe the day before?
Yep.
Okay, and make sure that everything is in place,
correct.
okay, so that, purchasing and the clerk's office is 100%.
Yeah.
All right,
We would have to meet. to
Okay.
discuss the particulars.
thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. All right, so can we move to
Yes.
the agenda? Okay, all right.
Lovely.
We are now reviewing the agenda items for today under resolutions approving ordinances. Item number 1, Law Department, and ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Gallagher Bassett for third-party administrative services.
That would be me. So moved.
Second,
On a question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay.
You had to think about that.
Item number 2, Department of Management Services, and ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds within the Department of Management Services budget.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 3, Department of Management Services, and ordinance retroactively approving the attendance of the Director Allen at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention, which was held July 31st through August 4th, 2024.
So moved.
Second,
On the question?
On the question, just noting that my vote here today represents the council as a body and not my individual votes. So that's an FYI for the record.
so that probably leads to my question as to what's happened with why is this retroactive? What happened that it didn't get in beforehand?
So, can I speak? Okay, so I believe his reasoning was, it was his first conference. And so he wasn't quite familiar with the process, and he apologized for not submitting it on time.
Additionally, he found out about the conference late after the July meeting. And since we only have one meeting in July and August, that it did not have time based on the regular schedule to get in. I do believe at that time, Councilwoman Brown did suggest to him in council, since this was his first offense, that if he finds himself in a situation where it's between regular meetings, that it is always a good job to call the chair, going forward. But this is the first time I believe anyone from Mount Vernon has attended this conference. And it was a good conference and gave him good information. But with it falling in the 1 month, one meeting a month, and it being his first conference, it did not get in time. It passed the council forward.
Okay, I'm not a problem. I may be in the same situation with NICOM now that I know that I have to go, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just informed the other day I gotta go to NICOM. To be installed as a state officer.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Oh, is he? What are you doing there, sir? Okay, roll call.
Sitting on a group.
Okay, Controller Morton,
I
Senate President Brown, Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. All right, moving on to item number 4, still under resolutions approving ordinances. Office of the Mayor, an ordinance authorizing the sponsorship of the 3rd Annual Hispanic Heritage Month celebration to be sponsored by the Mayor's Office, Recreation Department, and Westchester Latino Schools.
So moved.
second.
On the question? Hearing none?
I'm sorry, just quickly
ahead.
on the question. I see that the budget code. Okay, all right. So the budget code this cost is being split between recreation and the mayor's office?
Yes, it always has.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye. Oh, gentlemen, can we have this conversation outside? Please, thank you.
Item number 5, Office of the Mayor, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept funding from the Urban Renewal Agency for the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement in the sum of $400,000 from the URA fund.
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
So clarification, so this is for the covering of the staff, right? Of the director?
Yes,
Okay, and is that all inclusive costs with salaries?
yes.
That's okay. Did we hire somebody or did we? And if we so,
The person's been hired. Everything went through, it all went through civil service, it went through council. And the person, I believe, starts in a week or this week.
okay, and the salary for this position was?
It's about 91. It's on the right, it's on the correct. It's been stepped and guided and everything with HR and with civil service.
Oh, it's on the salary resolution.
Salary is 91,494.
Okay, and so the 400 is for 2 years? The 400,000 is for 2 years?
Yes.
Any further questions?
And it's different from being an administrative salary in being that it is a direct local services, whereas like finance person, and that's not direct services. This is a direct service position funded through URA. So it can, other things like the benefits that usually cannot be covered can be covered.
Any further questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Okay, Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 6, Office of the Mayor and ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds within the Office of the Mayor for the purchase of office furniture.
So move.
Second,
On the question?
on the question, so is this a retroactive expense as well? Did the furniture, was the furniture already purchased and installed already? Or are we looking, or is this something new?
This is new. You talking about from my office, for the mayor's office?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is new furniture. It hasn't been purchased or installed.
and so,
There
okay, so,
there was furniture purchased for the executive assistant and the assistant. This furniture is for the deputy chief of staff and for the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. They will share the other office. But there's never been furniture purchased in the past 5 years or beforehand for that office.
okay, no, I just want to make sure we understand and with all transparency, what this is for. So basically, is for the deputy, and basically you're reconfiguring that office to now have 2 people in it rather than 1 and needed furniture for it.
Yes.
Okay,
And the furniture that was in there was like $150 furniture purchased by the former Veterans Affairs Director with her own money.
Any further questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Martin,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 7, Department of Public Works and ordinance authorizing a budget line transfer to cover the purchase of lactation pods for the Mount Vernon City Hall.
So move.
second.
On the question? Hearing
Um,
none? Oh,
Why are we doing this?
The federal requirement now that we have lactation space for public or staff that require to use it. And we do not have, and it cannot be done in the bathrooms, but I think Commissioner Bush can speak a little bit more to it.
Commissioner Bush?
The only place that we have is the women's bathroom down near the clerk's office. And even that is not an appropriate space because it cannot be on top of or as part of a women's restroom.
Okay, Commissioner Bush is gonna speak.
I'm just trying to explain it.
Okay, great.
There is no other space for us to have this new requirement. New York State notified by Human Resources of the new policy that we have. Getting space for lactation.
Okay.
Just for clarity, okay? So my understanding is that there's a certain number of employees that are at a site that requires this by federal law. Are we actually at that federal number? Or is it because all of our employees in the city of Mount Vernon are registered as it being at 1 Roosevelt Square, as opposed to the police being registered at 2 Roosevelt Square, the DPW folks being registered at Canal Street, the recreation folks being registered at Dove Center? Just so we're clear.
I think that's a question we have to ask Human Resources.
Or Corporation Council.
Nobody asked us, so, we'll be glad to look into what the requirements are, but we have the pod now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but to that point, right, so just so everyone knows, council's expectation is that council is reviewing the agenda before council votes to see whether or not it's compliant with law, right? So I know no one asked you, but when it's on the agenda, that's our expectation.
But that's not possible, because we sign as to form. We respond to requests for legal information, right? But oftentimes, we're getting these referral letters at the last minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I ask those questions only because I am, and this is my position, right? As the chief financial officer, I'm always trying to figure out, well, what's a better way for us to be able to meet whatever the requirements are without us necessarily spending so much, an exorbitant amount of money. And when I heard about this, $28,000, everybody who knows that was within any little circle that I am, I hit the roof. Because I'm trying to figure out why are we doing this? And just to make sure, if it's fine, if it's illegal, it's a federal requirement, I get it. But I was trying to figure out, there's no other option to this at all, right? And then that's when I heard about the number and so forth and so on. And it was like, okay, but wait a minute though, does that actually make sense? Like all our employees, because I'm like, we don't have that amount of employees in City Hall. And so I was trying to understand it. And so when I learned more about it, I'm like, okay, right? There may have been another way for us to kind of really meet this requirement without necessarily expending kind of this cost. That's it. So I think the point for me is, and again, the council is probably saying the same thing, which is a little bit more kind of due diligence here, right? And really trying to figure out, rather than trying to rush to just meet the requirement, making sure that we're making the best kind of decision in actually meeting the requirements. That's all. So I get it. It's here now. So I guess
It's technically
No, I mean,
it's technically
Mayor,
not just for the staff. It is also for people who are doing
Pardon me,
business
Mayor.
with City Hall.
Mayor,
Mm-hmm.
pardon me a moment. So my question is, how do we get this and can it be returned? It cannot be returned.
Try.
It is a requirement for not only our staff, but for the fact that we are a public building, the main public building of the city. And so we also have to offer this as an option for people coming. In the Dole Center, we can always direct them over here, but the Dole Center actually has a space. And we've been speaking to the Dole Center staff where they will make that specific space available, public person or a staff person if they needed it. The DPW canal, unless we're gonna have people go down to the DPW canal office, we don't have anyone working down there or any public that goes to that business space. So we've looked at the different business spaces that we have. Where the number of, what do you call that, childbearing staff is, and City Hall is the one place that meets that level. So that due diligence was done. And that was primarily worked on by HR and the chief of staff.
I hear you, Mayor. With all due respect, I don't necessarily agree. And based upon my conversations with all of those people that you just named, due diligence was not done. And so, therefore, that's just my opinion on it based upon, and I have been engaged with all of those folks about this. And again, I just think there was another option other than $28,000. So, but.
And I concur with Comptroller. We just had a conversation here and it said that we weren't sure. Right, so I can't say that due diligence was done. So yeah, I think, yeah. We have to find a way to correct that, right, in the future.
Yeah, all right.
So, roll call.
Controller Morton,
No,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, we have 2 ayes and 1 nay. The legislation still passes.
Moving on.
All right, moving on to item number 8, Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a payment contract with A Plus Technology and Security Solutions, Inc. for the installation of Avigilon cameras at DPW's main building, which is Canal Street and Marina.
So moved.
second.
On the question?
And these cameras are for,
Anybody want to speak to it? The Vigilon cameras?
Yeah, they're for the Canal Street Marina and the interior and exterior. And if you can see. It's gonna be stolen at Memorial Field and City Hall.
okay, the interior and exterior?
Yes,
Okay.
Just wanted to add, we also, the DPW also work with the police department on those, correct? Commissioner?
yes, this was a joint effort between the police department and management services.
Mhm. And this is being paid for through the 2023 bans.
That is correct.
Okay, roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 9, Department of Public Works and ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a payment contract agreement with A Plus Technology and Security Solutions, Inc. for the installation of interior and exterior Avigilon cameras at Memorial Field.
So moved.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 10, Department of Public Works and ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a payment contract agreement with A Plus Technology and Security Solutions, Inc. for the installation of Avigilon cameras at City Hall.
So moved.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Martin,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 11, Department of Public Works and ordinance to approve engagement with Safety Clean Systems, Inc. for cleaning the oil water separator at the Department of Public Works facility. NY, New York State, DEC, consent order compliance.
So moved.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
so there was a change in the price, on this, just a little bit of explanation?
Yes, please, Commissioner?
Yes, there was the original price, where we obtained 3 quotes. The original price is only $22,000, which we obtained 2 additional quotes. On cleaning the oil water separators, a 10,000 gallon tank, there was 18 inches of additional sludge that was removed. And I gave them the authorization to go ahead to comply with the New York State DEC consent decree, which we were out of compliance with. So that resulted in the additional sludge that had to be removed, which increased the price.
Any further questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Martin,
Aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 12, Department of Public Works and ordinance amending ordinance number 2 adopted by the City Council on October 25, 2023, entitled an ordinance authorizing the acquisition of smart cover technology for MS4 management and data collection.
So moved.
second,
On the question?
original, okay. All right, so we just changed the code on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Which number is this?
Number 12.
Oh, no, we added a code to this. We didn't change it. We added it.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Okay, no more questions, roll call.
Controller Martin,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 13, Department of Recreation. An ordinance retroactively authorizing the co-sponsorship of the Twilight Series by the Department of Recreation and Friends of Mount Vernon Recreation and Youth Programs, Inc.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 14, Board of Water Supply, an ordinance authorizing the renewal of the accounting consultancy with Miss Cynthia Owens for the Board of Water Supply. So. Want to do another question first?
Go ahead.
We did get a letter from Civil Service asking us to hold this item.
What was the reason?
Civil Service stated that they need to properly code the job specs because it wasn't properly created in the past. I believe that's what that was saying.
Do you happen to have a copy of that letter?
Yes, it's emailed. It was sent to
Email.
me as well.
See on my computer.
Came from who? Who sent it?
Pat Rosamondo.
Who forwarded it to us? The Pat sent it to?
Kelly.
And what was the reason?
Let me read our email. Give me 1 second. It states, good afternoon all. Per the Civil Service Commission, please hold the item for the Water Department consultant contract that is on the agenda for approval by the Board of Estimate and Contract. This issue will be discussed with the Water Department Commissioners for tomorrow. Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter.
Okay, so that is not specific enough for me,
Very
so
vague.
we're moving forward. Okay? You so moved it, did Morton second it?
No, so moved.
Well,
Second,
now you put me in a tough position because we did get an email. I agree, it's not clear.
And Commissioner Spruill did respond, looking forward to our meeting.
Yeah, but when does her original contract expire? Is it before the next
I
meeting?
think it already did, this week.
This week or next week.
Can you bring up that contract,
Well,
please?
you guys gonna have a special anyway. Can't y'all approve it at the special?
Right.
she's on a, I'm sorry, she's on a contract or she was an employee?
She's on a contract.
She was an employee, then she moved to contract, and now they're trying to renew the contract.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what does civil service have to do with contract? Negotiations or approvals?
Like I said, let's move forward.
It's not the well, I'm sorry.
I agree with Comptroller Morton.
Okay.
I'm
You
asking
know,
questions.
I mean, if
Trying to
they're,
get
hold on,
clarity.
pardon me, Comptroller, pardon me. Okay, we're talking about a contract. She's talking about a job spec. These are two totally separate things. We're moving on to the vote. You moving it or you're not?
I've already moved it, I thought.
Oh,
No.
I thought you said.
Oh, no.
You were waiting for a second.
Yeah.
You're asking, what did he say?
I'll so move, just in case.
Well, I'll second it.
Okay.
Now on the question,
Now we're in the question, right?
right? Even though you all were conversating before that. Was trying to move it and everybody was talking.
Well, I'm just
Do you
trying
have
to,
a question?
I do have a question.
Already. Any
I do
further
have-
questions?
I do have a question, and I think you're right. I mean, I think we don't, well, I guess Councilwoman Brown may be right. I mean, it's right? The reality is that we got this from civil service, but we don't know why we got this from civil service. And civil service is asking us to hold it. And while I'm asking the question, well, if this is a contract, then what is it that civil service has to do with this? And, you know, I'm a little confused as to, do we go forward, do we not, or do we hold it until the special meeting to get some more clarity? Because I'm not sure I understand why civil service is asking, because she doesn't say it in her letter.
Also, can I ask from the clerk's office, if someone asks to hold something, could we ask them for an explanation on
For
why?
future
Yeah,
purposes.
right, for future purposes.
Yes.
Because that's, I mean,
Yep.
it's vague.
So,
Yeah, I
my
would
path
say-
forward,
I would say, no, I would say, because we don't know, I would say, let's hold it for the special meeting. If we're gonna have a special meeting anyway,
I disagree.
Look like you outvoted.
I know.
well,
I disagree.
So we're holding it on the floor?
Somebody is going to do that?
Well, wait a minute, you got a first and a second, don't you have to take a vote?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gladly vote.
Okay, all right, so, Controller Morton, roll call?
Roll call.
Controller Morton,
You froze.
okay, then I'm gonna abstain, because I don't know. I don't have enough
Okay.
information.
thank you. Acting President Brown,
Abstention, because we don't have enough information.
thank you. Acting Mayor Gleason.
Yes, aye.
Okay, so we have 2 abstention and 1 aye. This legislation does not pass. Okay,
Okey dokey.
all right, moving on to item number 15. Board of Water Supply, an ordinance authorizing a water rate increase effective January 1st, 2025.
So moved.
Morton,
Second,
on the question. Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton? Controller Morton?
Yes, come back on.
aye, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, put that on.
Acting President Brown?
Morton, Comptroller Morton, you need to be on camera when you're voting.
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. Yes, Controller Morton, you need to, show your. Yes, please.
And you also have to be off of mute. We're not going back to those days. You have to be off mute.
Well, that's part of the problem. I'm hitting all these buttons and I'm muting myself and I'm getting confused.
Calm down.
So I'm gonna repeat, Controller Morton,
He's on mute again.
Aye.
you, Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Hi.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 16, Department of Recreation, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding, MOU, with Feeding Westchester.
So moved.
Second,
On the question. On the question. Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Item number 17, Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Smart Steps for the Mount Vernon Youth Bureau's Safe Place for our girls.
So moved.
second,
On the question. Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Thank you. Item number 18, Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to retroactively enter into an agreement with Break Bread Not Hearts for the Mount Vernon Youth Bureau's Safe Place for Our Girls and Safe Haven summer programs.
So moved.
second,
On the question. Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 19, Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to retroactively enter into an agreement with Inferno 365 Fitness for the Mount Vernon Youth Bureau's Safe Place for Our Girls and Girls Embracing Maturing Programs from July 9, 2024 through August 16, 2024.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Martin,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 20, Fire Department, an ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds for the purchase of a fire department command vehicle.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Just to be clear, this is something that we had tasked last year on a prior quote, and there was just an increase in the cost of it. It's finally ready, and that's why, this is not a new purchase. This is, something that was approved prior. Roll call.
Controller Martin,
aye.
Acting Mayor Brown,
Aye.
Acting President.
Acting President Brown, sorry.
Aye.
You can have it. Believe me.
Acting Mayor Gleason,
Aye.
thank you.
Uh,
Okay,
Acting Mayor, may I make a request?
Go right ahead.
Thank you so much. So we have Commissioner Bush and our engineer Curtis Woods with us today. They're waiting to see items number 44 through 47 voted on. I wondered if we could skip to that, so that they can go back to saving the city.
Absolutely.
Commissioner Rouse as well is waiting. I guess we should take this.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't receive, so you can't hide.
Only we get to.
Um,
All right, so let's we don't have to make a motion.
No.
Okay, so we're stopped at item number 21.
Yes.
so I'd like to move to take item number 44 through 47 as a block vote.
Okay,
All right, so you're making a motion. Morgan, you're gonna second?
Second,
44 to 47 as a block vote. On the question? Okay, so roll call on taking this as a block vote.
okay, Controller Martin.
aye.
Controller Martin,
You have to stop eating.
roll call on taking the items as a
You're
block.
muted.
Y'all are killing me. I said aye.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
Nobody heard you. You were placing something in your mouth. See, come on, look at that.
Acting President Gleason,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, all right, so we're skipping the agenda items. We're jumping to item number 44, then we will go back to where we stopped at item number 21. But for now, item number 44, Department of Public Works, a resolution authorizing partial payment number 2 for National Water Main Sewer Cleaning.
So move, oh.
No, okay. Right. Item number 45, Department of Public Works, a resolution authorizing partial payment number 3 to National Water Main Sewer Systems Rehabilitation Phase 1. Item number 46, Department of Public Works, a resolution authorizing partial payment number 4 to National Water Main for sewer rehabilitation. And item number 47, Department of Public Works, a resolution authorizing partial payment number 5 to National Water Main Sewer System Rehabilitation Phase 1.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Hearing
second.
none? Go ahead. You
I
good?
don't have no question.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you all.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
One Ben, myself.
All right, are we taking Commissioner Rouse's?
Let's see. So Commissioner, so acting mayor, Commissioner Rouse is also in the building, and he has 3 items on the agenda. I wondered if we could take those out of order, 34, 35, and 36.
37 and 38. No, that doesn't, no.
I can give you 34, 5, and 36, Commissioner.
Yeah, the others we're not gonna do as a block vote. You're gonna have to wait on those.
Okay.
All right, so
Is that okay if we take those, council?
I'm fine.
All right.
34, 35, and 36, we're going to take as a block vote right now.
Well, I have to move.
Well, we're gonna move on the taking the block vote.
Thank you. So I move to take items number 34, 35, and 36 as a block vote.
Okay, second.
On the question,
Okay, on the question. So oh no, I don't have a question on the block vote. Go ahead.
okay, thank you. Roll call,
Controller Martin,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
aye.
Okay. All right, we're taking 34 through 36 as a block vote. Item number 34, Department of Planning and Ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with Cleary Consulting for professional planning services for the Mount Vernon Comprehensive Plan. Item number 35, Department of Planning and Ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with AKRF Inc. for progress for planning analysis services for the Mount Vernon Comprehensive Plan. And item number 36, Department of Planning and Ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with Mid-Hudson Pattern for progress for planning analysis services for the Mount Vernon Comprehensive Plan.
So moved.
Second.
On the question,
So on the question, and just a little bit more explanation on what these services and what the kind of the difference and the interplay, because all of this is related, I guess, to the comprehensive plan. I'm trying to figure out how all of this kind of works together. That's one. And then two is, and I don't know if Condell has to weigh in on this, the money, okay, it all seems to be coming from the same line. Do we have this money in this budget for the remaining of this year? And if so, and if not, is this expanded over into future years?
Yes, the funding is available for the remainder of the year. I'm not sure if the contract rolls over for multiple years.
Yes, the contract will roll over to the next year as well. So the full contract will come from this year and next year.
Okay. Okay. But this is the amount for the full contract.
yeah, it's the amount for the full contract.
But just expanded
Is it?
over 2 years.
Commissioner Rouse is gonna come to the table.
Okay.
Controller.
Can you hear him?
Yep.
To answer your question, so going through the services for each of the consultants, we have already accepted the contract for the outreach consultant who have began their work. The remaining 3, which there was an expediency to them, to just continue the outreach that was already done. These 3 remaining contracts, which the city council preference to engage each consultant individually. Cleary Consulting will be the lead consultant on the contract, so he on the comprehensive plan to essentially oversee the process and make sure that communication happens amongst the consultants, and will be responsible for putting together the final document. AKRF and it's going to be primarily responsible for environmental and zoning services, but they'll be helping out with other services such as streetscape and related items. Hudson Valley Time for Progress, their primary function for the comprehensive plan will be housing, economic development, and better government, good government services. To put in recommendations for the comprehensive plan. But they will be sub-consultants, just as BRS Inc. There would be separate consultant contracts focused on that, but Cleary will be the lead consultant on that, and The numbers you see before you are for the entirety of their contract. We anticipate this contract to last approximately 1 year.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. On the question, any other further questions? Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go back to
21.
item number 21 on the agenda. Item number 21, Fire Department. And ordinance amending ordinance number 17, approved by the City Council on September 14, 2022, entitled an ordinance authorizing the fire department to purchase 2 command vehicles and payment of the equipment with ARPA funds.
So move.
Second.
On the question? This is the same as 20 where vehicles were ordered and there was an increase coming forward on delivery. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 22, Department of Public Safety, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a 1-year agreement with Central Square for software licenses and maintenance.
So move.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 23, Department of Public Safety, Parking Bureau, an ordinance authorizing a transfer of funds between budget lines funded by the Police Department and the Parking Bureau.
So move.
Second.
On the question?
On this question, we are transferring money from the parking into the police?
Yes.
Why?
ED said they transferred too much, at the beginning of the year when they split the budgets between parking and, PD. And then they're just basically going back and correcting it. They had more expenses, PD equipment line than parking.
And where is the parking line right now as it pertains to expenditures in that line?
We haven't spent anything from that line,
And how much totally is in that line?
110,000.
So, okay, so they are leaving $35,000 in that line. And they're transferring it to their 203, and where's their 203 line right now as it pertains to expenditures?
It was 203, it's 1 second.
That's the police, I mean.
They are at 330,000.
They have $330,000 that they expended or that they have left over?
that they have left.
Okay,
I'm not sure what purpose they have on the horizon, why they feel the need to transfer these funds back.
that's my point.
Is
So,
this for the LPRs?
Now, the LPRs are covered by the tech grant.
Because I don't have it in front of me. What is this transfer to support?
The letter?
I'm trying to put up computer stuff. No. Nicole, do you?
Motorola Solutions Radio System.
Say that again?
I'm frozen.
It's for the Motorola Solutions Radio System and Emergency Service Unit.
So this purchase goes from the police department to parking bureau, since they're all under one. And our parking bureau officials, unfortunately, sometimes would be on separate lines and not getting the right messaging, so they're just combining the purchases. This is really just the parking bureau's portion of what they need for the Motorola walkie-talkies.
Okay, so why, okay. All right. I was just gonna say, so why didn't they just put in the purchase that amount would just come out of their line rather than transfer it back? And the reason I asked that question is because then technically it is an expenditure that belongs to the parking bureau and not the police department. And if we transfer the money back over to the police department and have the police department expend it out, then it looks like it's a police department expenditure as opposed to a parking expenditure. No, you carry the vote. I'm finished my questions, I guess.
Okay, roll call?
Controller Morton,
No?
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, there are 2 ayes, 1 nay, legislation still passes. All right, item number 24, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing the use of funds from the state of New York.
Hello, before we move on. So Condell, note that.
Hold on a minute, Morton, there's a siren going by. Hang on a moment.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just asking the assistant comptroller to note this because we need, from budgetary standpoint, we need to make sure that we keep this in mind.
Go ahead.
Okay. Item number 24, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing the use of funds from the State of New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services Law Enforcement Technology grant for the purchase of license plate reader cameras and related technology.
So moved.
Second.
See what I mean? On the question?
What you over there saying, Caitlin? Don't get
I'll
smart.
tell you later.
Don't get smart because I'm always.
Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 25, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing the use of funds from the State of New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services Law Enforcement Technology grant for the construction of the Command Central Aware Room.
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Just note that I guess there's about $4,500 remaining in this grant after these purchases.
Thank you for that notation. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 26, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing the purchase of essential equipment for the Emergency Service Unit, ESU, of the Department of Public Safety.
So moved.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 27, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing the attendance of Department of Public Safety members at the 2024 International Association of Chiefs of Police Conference, which will be held October 18th through October 22, 2024.
So move.
Second,
On the question?
on the question, this is $10,000. How many people are going?
3.
3.
I told them to reconsider and drop it down to 2.
So are we gonna have an amendment? To that?
But this will have to be voted down, right?
When is this conference? Yeah.
October 18th to October 22nd. Corporation Council?
I don't know that you have to do an amendment. You still don't know. Are they only doing 2 or are they doing 3?
2.
You can do an amendment. I mean, you can always authorize more and not use it. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it requires an amendment or them just not sending 3.
yeah,
It's
if
gonna
you're
be
not,
low the amount. It's not,
It's
you would
not
need
to
an amendment if you were going above the amount.
It
that's
says,
what,
says not to exceed, so
right.
just, we're gonna, right, we're just voting with the understanding too. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, item number 28, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing attendance of Department of Public Safety members at the 2024 Division of Criminal Justice Services Annual Public Safety Symposium, which will be held September 17th through September 20th, 2024.
So move.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Item number 29, Department of Public Safety and ordinance amending ordinance number 13 adopted by the City Council on July 10th, 2024, entitled "An Ordinance Authorizing the Transfer of Funds Between Budget Lines Funded Through the American Rescue Plan Act." Oh,
second,
On the question?
one question. No, I guess I'm okay.
Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 30, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing a mayor to enter into a contract with Electronic System Solutions, Inc. for the installation and maintenance of a citywide camera surveillance system.
So moved.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 31, Department of Public Safety and ordinance authorizing a mayor to enter into a contract with Motorola Solutions, Inc. for the purchase of a citywide camera surveillance system.
So move.
second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Okay, Controller Morton,
aye,
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 32, Office of the Controller, an ordinance authorizing a controller to write off unpaid property taxes and interest for certain properties with new homeowners.
So move.
Second,
On the question?
so explanation. As you all know, we have been trying to catch up with some of our accounting records. And we had a few insufficient fund checks from previous years, 2019, in which we had folks that had not been notified that their checks had been insufficient funds. But when we went back to levy those amounts and also to collect them from them, those properties had been sold to new owners. And so now there are new owners there, in which we had already issued out a transfer tax clearance on it. So therefore we can't hold the new owners responsible for this. So that's why we're being requested to kind of waive those so that we can clear them off of the system.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Controller Martin,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 33 of the Office of the Controller, an ordinance authorizing a partnership with Working Advantage Plum Benefits for employee discounts.
So moved.
Second,
On the question?
this clarification, just it's a program to offer additional kinds of benefits and discounts to our employees. You know, what we can do in salary, we try to do in benefits. And so this is a opportunity to allow for our employees to be able to take advantage of these discounts and benefits that will be offered through this program.
Any other questions? At a cost the city nothing, correct?
Cost the city nothing. Mhm.
All right. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, we are going to jump to item number 37 because we've already read into record 34 through 36.
But also before you begin, Comptroller Morton, are you opposed to me moving to take 37 through 43 as a block vote?
No, I actually was just looking at that.
Okay.
Now.
I move to take items number 37 through 43 as a block vote.
Second,
On the question. Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, under salary resolutions, we're taking a block vote, items number 37 through 43. Item number 37, under subheading salary resolutions. Salary resolution, all positions, Director of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, Office of the Mayor. Item number 38, position, Assistant Commissioner of Planning, Department of Planning and Community Development. Item number 39, Assistant Commissioner of Planning, Department of Planning and Community Development. Item number 40, minimum maximum records clerk. Item number 41, amendment, salary resolution amendment number 1 for fixing the salary minimum maximum for the Department Commissioner, for the Deputy Commissioner of Public Works Administration. Item number 42, salary resolution amendment number 4, CSEA, all positions for the Deputy Commissioner of Public Works Administration grant funded EFC. And item number 43, salary resolution amendment number 14, all positions for the Deputy Commissioner of Public Works Administration grant funded EFC.
So moved.
Second,
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, we already read Subheading authorization of partial payments, item number 44 through 47. In record, we're moving on to subheading settlements, which is item number 48.
I would move to take 48 through 54 as well as a block vote.
Second.
48 through 54?
Mhm.
Okay. On the question, roll call on the block vote.
Okay, Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye?
Okay. So under subheading settlements, 48 through 54 as a block vote. Item number 48, settling the claim of property damage to Kareem Lloyd's property. Item number 49, settle the claim of property damage, Desanda Foster. Item number 50, settling the claim for property damage, Donna Williams. Item number 51, settling the claim for property damage, Liberty Lines. Item number 52, settling the claim for property damage, Progressive, all ASO Crystal Walker. Item number 53, settled in the claim for property damage, David Clark. Item number 54, settled in the claim for property damage, Progressive, ASO Nigel Pinnock.
So move.
Second.
On the question? Hearing none, roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye?
Okay. All right, item number 55, still under subheading settlements. Item number 55, settle in the claim of Rayvon Rutherford and Reginald Gallman.
So move.
Second.
On the question,
We have an explanation.
we have our corporation counsel here who could speak on that.
Yeah, well, we need to go into executive session. Did you get the settlement document?
I don't see it, but when was it sent?
Was uploaded, I guess, on Friday or whatever? In the ordinary course of whenever they do the uploading.
Oh, you mean on,
This one I think you were familiar with because we've been in consultation with your office. We can go into executive session if you like.
okay, well, wait a minute. So, but this is the one where we are getting money from our excess carrier, right?
Exactly.
Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. All right, now I'm good.
are you good?
Yeah,
Any
I'm
other
good.
questions? Any other questions? Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Abstention, just because I don't have.
okay? Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye?
Okay, we have 2 ayes, 1 abstention. The legislation so passes. All right, moving on to the last subheading on the agenda list, tax review settlements. Item number 56, tax review settlement, a resolution amending resolution number 13, adopted by the Board of Estimate and Contract on April 30th, 2024, regarding RS South Sixth Avenue Family Partnership.
So move.
Second.
On the question? I have a question. What is the amendment?
The assessor asked to amend it because of calculation.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? Roll call.
Controller Morton,
Aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye?
Okay. And finally, item number 57, tax review settlement, our resolution amending resolution number 23 regarding tax review settlement for 22 West First Street.
So move.
Second,
On the question? Is that the same issue here?
Same.
Okay. Roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay, this concludes the agenda items for tonight. Acting Mayor Gleason.
Okay. Can I get a second to adjourn? Somebody has already made that very quickly made.
Second,
On the question? Roll call.
Controller Morton,
aye.
1 second. Acting President Brown,
Aye.
Acting Mayor Gleason.
Aye.
Okay.
This concludes our Board of Estimate meeting today, Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. I'm Acting Mayor Caitlin Gleason and Acting President Danielle Brown and Comptroller Morton. I just wanted to thank Mayor Sean Patterson Howard for being here. Would you like to speak, Mayor? Your hand is up.
Just wanted to say something very quickly. I wanted the record to reflect that the city of Mount Vernon committed over $1.2 million towards public safety in our city today. And I think it's important that we always lift this up because there is a false narrative out there that says that, you know, the administration is defunding police. But I think this administration has invested more in police equipment, public safety equipment, cars, you know, technology and everything. And it is not just about salaries. Policing is about video cameras, cars, aware rooms, technology, and everything. So I just wanted the record to reflect that over $1.2 million was committed to public safety today. And thank you very much.
Sounds.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mount Vernon. This concludes our